The movie starts with the character of Jeff, who is newly appointed as a driver for a taxi company called Lyft. On his first ride, Jeff picks up two teenage girls who tell him they are pursuing a degree in marketing. Jeff replies that he has graduated in the same field. This worries the girls, who unintentionally mock Jeff for having a marketing degree and becoming a cab driver. The girls then offer Jeff to join them for a drug session later, but Jeff denies it and drops them off at the location. After the ride, Jeff meets his mother at the coffee shop, who expresses her overly possessive motherly instincts. He tells his mom that he got fired from his last ID job and now drives a cab. This angers his mother, who confronts him and tells Jeff that driving a cab is not a real job. Jeff gets hurt by his mother's insensitive remarks and leaves. Jeff returns home to his girlfriend, Samantha, who cooks in the kitchen. She asks him about his day, and the two talk. Jeff tells her about all his customers and rides. He then feels sad telling her about the whole meetup with his mom. Samantha encourages him and comforts him. The next day, Jeff drives a rider to his location and converses with him. His rider tells him he loves traveling to India because of the scenic beauty and the peaceful environment. Ironically, the man gets angry when Jeff's car unexpectedly breaks down on the way. Jeff tries to apologize to the rider and gives him all his money to book a new cab and not rate him low on the Lyft app. The man leaves Jeff alone with his broken car. Jeff feels helpless until a homeless man offers him help to push his car across the street. Jeff thanks the poor man for helping him but feels bad for being unable to give anything in return since he had given all his money to the rude rider. Jeff returns home and tells his girlfriend about his day, feeling bummed that his car broke down, which would get fixed in $1,000. Jeff fears that he will stay unemployed and unable to pay his bills. However, Samantha reveals that her coworker Kumar has gone to India for 3 months and has given his luxurious car to her for the time being, so it doesn't sit around. She asks him to drive the car while Kumar is out of the country. This will help him earn money and get his old car fixed. The next day, Jeff was driving the new car, riding as a passenger, when he came across the same homeless man who had helped him push the car. Jeff stops his ride and pays him $20 as a token of gift. The homeless man feels grateful and thanks him for the help. Later, when Jeff drops off his ride, he sees 2 bills of $100 in his car. He stops his rider and asks her if she has dropped the money. However, she refuses to accept the money as hers, and Jeff takes the money. Jeff returns home happy and tells his wife, Samantha, about his day, hoping his luck has somehow been restored. He also feels scared that this luck and happiness might be taken away from him. Samantha reassures him that everything will be fine. Jeff picks up a woman for his ride, having a fun conversation with her. While driving, he sees the homeless man again and offers him food as he has no money to give. Later, Jeff drops the woman at a workshop and finds some grocery bags that don't belong to him or the rider. Jeff gets confused again, trying to analyze what is happening to him. He brings back home the bags, and Samantha is surprised to see Jeff buying so many things for groceries. Jeff tells her he randomly found the bags in his car trunk and never actually bought them. He tells her that the bags do not belong to any of his riders as well. The two then sit down and have dinner, as they talk to evaluate the root cause of all the incidents. While Samantha believes everything happening is just sheer luck, Jeff is hell-bent on forming a connection. The two then brainstorm and recall everything from the days, and Jeff finally finds a similar connection. The next day, he takes his wife's old running shoes and returns with 10 huge shoe boxes. She opens the boxes and goes stunned to see these many pairs of running shoes. She asks Jeff, who tells her he gave the pair of her old shoes to the homeless man and gotten times more. The two deduce that the wave of good luck is caused by the homeless guy, building a connection that whenever he has given something to the poor guy, he has gotten 10 times more of it. Jeff picks another passenger who turns out to be his favorite singer, Josh West. He shares a major fan moment, and requests him to sing a song for his wife on a call. Jeff gives the homeless man his favorite bottle of wine and, in turn, finds 10 bottles of the same wine. Later, Samantha and Jeff decide to use their good luck charm. They give things like meat, old watches, and old jewelry as a donation to the same homeless man and get a surplus amount in return. Samantha then suggests they invest more in their luck game by returning to giving money and earning 10 times more. Jeff collects over $1,000 to give to the homeless man in hopes of getting $10,000 back. Jeff rides with another female passenger while he drives from the same corner where the homeless man stands. He stops at the corner and offers $1,000 to the shocked poor man. Later, Jeff drops off the passenger and finds a bag in the back seat of the car. He calls Samantha at a coffee shop, and they open the bag that contains $10,000. The two get excited about having the plan worked. On their way back, Samantha suggests he give the $10,000 they just received to the same homeless man and get $1 million immediately in return. Jeff feels skeptical but agrees to drive to the same corner, only to find the homeless man absent. They look around the city to find the same homeless man who was their lucky charm but, unfortunately, failed to do so. As the two return home, Samantha gets angry at Jeff and lashes out at him for losing their lucky charm. She urges him to find the man again. Later, Jeff meets up with his mother, and the two have a discussion. His mother apologizes for acting badly at their last meetup. Jeff then tells his mother about his lucky charm incident, and how he has been earning through it. His mother corrects him that the homeless man wasn't a lucky charm, but he has been receiving instant karma. Upon asking, Jeff's mother reveals that she read about instant karma and says that whenever you do good to someone, you receive something good instantly for the deed. The mother-son then tests the theory and offers money and a drink to a random homeless man. The man thanks them, and the two leave. Unluckily, Jeff doesn't find anything in the car as a return. Jeff comes back home to Samantha, who asks him about his absence. The two get into a heated argument after Jeff tells her he can't find his good luck charm. Samantha gets angry and insults Jeff badly for being a failure, but Jeff instead tries to tell her about instant karma. He tells her about everything that happened at the meetup with his mom, including the phenomenon of instant karma. However, he adds that he found nothing in the car. Samantha asks Jeff to check the hatchback, and the two run to their garage to find something. Finally, they find the 10x cash and drinks Jeff had previously given to the homeless man. The next day, Jeff starts giving away small gifts to all his passengers, including the mayor of Chandler, offering gums, fancy scarves, and clothes to the riders. The lucky charm works, and Jeff receives a surplus of gifts multiplied in numbers. Jeff and Samantha deduce that a good deed can be done to anyone to have instant karma work. Samantha tells Jeff that his old car has been repaired. Jeff visits the workshop to get his car back, only to find that his bill never reaches $1,000 as his car has a minor problem that the mechanic easily covers. Jeff feels lucky and thanks the mechanic. He then continues his cab work in the old car when encounters a mad woman passenger. The woman turns out to be a criminal and loots Jeff at gunpoint, taking all his money and gifts in the car. Jeff gets scared as he comes back home, telling Samantha about the whole incident. Samantha comforts him, but chaos ensues when Jeff finds no extra things or money in his car trunk. The two fear the magic charm has gone, but Jeff brainstorms again and derives a theory. He clarifies that maybe the reason for not getting anything in return this time could be because he never gave his stuff to the crazy woman, but instead, she took it from him. The next day, Jeff statistically calculates everything again and tells Samantha that there is no lucky charm, homeless man, or instant karma, but in fact, it is Kumar's magical car. He justifies his theory, saying that ever since the two found the car, they have been experiencing good things, and when he got his old car back, his bad luck appeared in the form of that crazy woman. Jeff tests his theory by riding the car again, and the lucky charm works. Later, Jeff meets up with his old college friend Emilio. Emilio tells Jeff about the financial issues he's facing for his mother's cancer treatment, under less insurance. Jeff feels sorry for Emilio and gives him $1,000 as help. Jeff receives $10,000 in return, which he shows to Samantha. Jeff drives into the city wearing his personally designed pink, instant karma shirt when he finds the same old homeless man who helped him. Jeff feels delighted to see him after a long time, offering him a ride. Jeff stops near a stadium, and they get out of the vehicle to talk. The homeless man tells Jeff his name, Harry Swain, and the two get into a deep conversation about his past life. Jeff inquires about his sudden long absence, and the money he gave him last time. Harry replies that some hooligans noticed him receiving the $1,000 cash and started beating him, stealing his money. He adds that he was hospitalized after being beaten badly. He tells him that he lost his money and had to spend a few weeks in the hospital and rehab. Jeff empathizes with Harry and offers him $10,000. He asks him to get back on track and find a job to continue a good decent living. Harry gets emotional and thanks Jeff for all the help. Jeff gets $100,000 in return, and Samantha starts feeling nervous about having such a big amount. To comfort her, Jeff offers to go on a shopping spree and spend some money while saving the rest for further investment. They spend the rest of the day buying new clothes, jewelry, and a bunch of things for home decor, having a fun shopping spree. As the two return home with all the shopping, Jeff receives a call from Emilio, who asks for emergency help. He tells Jeff that he has been gambling to get money for his mother's treatment, but, unfortunately, he has lost the cash, requiring $100,000 immediately. Jeff discusses it with Samantha, and they both decide to help Jeff. On his way to give the $100,000 to Emilio, Jeff picks up a dangerous-looking passenger whom he takes along to Emilio's house to drop off the bag of money. Jeff handovers the money to Emilio as the passenger witnesses the whole scene. Later, Jeff drops his passenger at his location, giving him his bag from the trunk. Jeff also notices another bag containing $1 million. Jeff returns home with a bag full of money, and the couple celebrates their new status of millionaire. They both then decide to wash Kumar's car, as they have to now return the lucky car to him. Samantha and Jeff properly clean the car, discarding all the waste. When the two finally rest after tiring work, Jeff receives a call from an unknown number. The caller identifies himself as Clint, the passenger he had dropped last night. He accuses Jeff of stealing his bag of million and tells him that he has tracked and kidnapped Emilio. Clint blackmails him to return his money, or he will hurt Emilio. Samantha and Jeff try to figure out what could have caused this misunderstanding. They deduce that the bags might have gotten exchanged when Jeff gave Clint's bag to him. They then try to decode how their luck charmed out until Jeff realizes that they cleaned the car and they must have cleaned the lucky charm away. The two return to the car and try to find the things they discarded. Jeff finds a statue in the waste and asks Samantha about it. They searched it online and found that the statue that Kumar had in his car was of a Hindu god called Shani, known as the god of karma. They finally concluded that the reason they were getting lucky was because of the Hindu god Shani's statue. Clint calls them again and asks them to visit him at a location with the bag of money. Samantha suggests running away and hiding, fearing that Clint might kill them after getting his money back, but Jeff reassures her and reminds her that he needs to save his friend. Samantha and Jeff arrive at a warehouse where Clint has tied up Emilio, bruised and beaten up. Clint's men tie the two up and inquire about the money. Jeff tricks the client into thinking he has hidden the money and will only reveal it if he lets them go. Clint decides to play a game and says he will write, "Let them go," and kill them, on 2 slips, shuffling them, and whichever slip he picks will be acted upon. Jeff agrees, not knowing that Clint had written, "Kill them," on both slips. Jeff asks them to untie him and let him select the slip. He eats and swallows one of the slips and asks client to open the remaining one. Miraculously, the other slip turns out to have, "Let them go," written on it. Before Clint can process what just happened, Jeff unties Samantha, and they both run away toward the car. Clint and his men follow the couple, leading to an epic car chase scene. However, Clint catches up with Jeff's car and threatens to kill them. Jeff surrenders and offers him the bag of money lying in the trunk in exchange for letting him and his wife go. Clint receives the bag and agrees to the deal, releasing the two. Samantha and Jeff are finally safe as the two embrace each other. The next day, Jeff continues to work as a U-Lift driver, picking up a high-profile passenger in the car. As he drops the passenger off, he is left with another bag, and the loop continues.